Almost all of us have some childhood memories connected to our grandmother's house. Today, we will see to an interesting story of a brother and sister. Gratitude for nature. It was the first day of summer vacation. 7-year-old Anmol and his 9-year-old sister Aarti were so excited that they could hardly sit still. Their parents had promised to take them to their grandmother's house in the countryside. For both of them, going there was always the highlight of the year. Didi, do you think Didi will make her special mango milkshake? Anmol asked, his eyes shining with anticipation as the train raced past fields of yellow mustard and green rice paddies. Aarti laughed, adjusting her ponytail. Of course she will. And don't forget the guavas, the lychees, and the oranges in her garden. Dottie's house is like a treasure chest of fruits. After a few hours, they finally reached the small town where their grandmother lived. Her little cottage stood at the edge of a vast fruit garden, surrounded by mango trees heavy with golden fruit, guava trees covered with green globes, banana plants with long, dangling bunches, and even grapevines stretching across a wooden fence. The air smelled of sweet blossoms, and the buzzing of bees filled the warm afternoon. Dottie came out with her walking stick, her face glowing with happiness. Are, my little stars have come, she said, hugging them tightly. Her wrinkled hands were warm and soft. Anmo and Aarti clung to her, feeling as if they had reached their second home. That evening, after a hearty meal, Daddy took them for a walk through her garden. This garden is my biggest blessing, she told them. But it needs care, love, and patience. The trees give us fruit only when we look after them. Anmol plucked a mango that had fallen to the ground and bit into it greedily. The juice ran down his chin. Dottie, your mangoes are sweeter than the ones we buy from the market. Dottie smiled. That's because they are grown with love, not just for selling. The next morning, the children woke up early to explore the garden. They played hide and seek among the trees, chased butterflies, and tasted fruits straight from the branches. But soon, Anmol's mischievous side got the better of him. Didi, let's pluck as many fruits as we can and make our own fruit shop, he said, filling his pockets with guavas. Aarti frowned. But Dottie told us not to waste. We can eat what we need, but we shouldn't take more than that. Come on, Didi, we are just playing. It will be fun, Anmol insisted. Soon the two of them had collected a huge pile of mangoes, lychees, guavas, and bananas under a shady tree. They began to pretend they were shopkeepers and customers, laughing as they bargained with each other. But after a while, many of the fruits started getting squished in the heat. Ants and bees gathered around, and the once fresh fruits began to rot. When Dottie came to the garden later, she saw the mess and sighed deeply. My children, what have you done? Anmol looked down, guilt washing over him. We just wanted to play, Dottie. Dottie sat down on the bench, her eyes kind but serious. Play is good, my dear, but we must never disrespect what nature gives us. Every fruit on these trees is a gift from God. It feeds not only us, but also the birds, squirrels, and even the soil when it falls and decays. Wasting it means we are being careless with his blessings. Aarti her lip. We're sorry, Dottie. We didn't think of it that way. Dottie nodded. I know you didn't mean harm, but always remember, take only what you need, whether it is food, water, or anything else in life. Using more than necessary is wasteful, and waste always leads to loss. That evening, to make up for their mistake, Anmol and Aarti helped Dottie carefully collect the spoiled fruits and put them in a compost pit. Dottie explained how the rotten fruits would turn into rich soil, which would feed the garden again. Then Aarti's birthday comes, and everyone celebrates it in Dottie's beautiful fruit garden. The trees are decorated with beautiful lights, and fruit jam is made from garden's fruits. On the table, there is fruit jam, a cake decorated with candles, along with chocolates, snacks, and much more. The next few days were filled with laughter and learning. Dottie showed them how to water the plants, prune the branches, and keep the garden tidy. She even taught them how to make homemade jam from guavas and refreshing juice from lychees. Anmol became especially fond of helping Dottie feed the birds every morning. On their last day, Dottie called them under the biggest mango tree. Children, you came here for vacation, and I hope you had fun. But tell me, what did you really learn? Anmol, scratching his head, finally said, that we should never waste what nature gives us, because it's precious. And we must take care of trees and plants like family, added Aarti proudly, because they give us food, shade, and life. Dottie's face lit up. Yes, my dears, that is the true gift of this garden, the lesson of gratitude and responsibility. As the children hugged their grandmother goodbye, they promised to carry her words in their hearts. The train took them back home, but the memory of the garden, the golden mangoes, the green guavas, the buzzing bees, and the gentle wisdom of their grandmother remained with them forever. Moral of the story: nature's gifts should never be wasted. We must take only what we need and care for plants, trees, and all living beings with love and responsibility. Gratitude and respect for nature lead to a happier, more fulfilling life. We should take care of our beloved nature. We should not harm them in any way. Our good habits makes our life nice and beautiful. If you like the story, share it with your near and dear ones.